Having OI, just, to me, it's normal. I mean, it's not really normal. Each of us have had probably about 200 or more broken bones in our life. We are pretty different than other families, but a lot the same.
Yeah.
But the difference is, you can see, we use wheelchairs to get around. Our house is different.
Thank you, Pearl. Thank you. Good girl.
So we have different challenges in our life, but we are also just a lot of like your typical family as well.
It's really, really easy to break a bone. You can sneeze and you can break a bone. I'm gonna see this bird. I've broken over 200 bones.
Hey, I can see the neighbor.
Oh, geez, please.
They have a white lamp. That's cool. Oh, and they have a camera.
Between them, the Lamoreaux-Ferrerio family have broken over 600 bones due to a rare genetic condition called Osteogenesis Imperfecta, which makes their bones as fragile as glass.
OI, or Osteogenesis Imperfecta, is a brittle bone disease disorder. It's genetic, a genetic mutation that obviously is pretty painful, and that is why we're smaller than the typical person, and of course use the wheelchairs. And you can see up on my on the range here, up here I have 2 mirrors so that I can see into my pots, because if I have a pot of boiling water, I'm so low that I can't see into it. So those mirrors help me do that, which is neat.
Yeah, close it, Pearl. Yes, thank you. Good girl. Good girl.
There are different types of OI.
I think now they say there's 6 different types.
Mm-hmm. Or even more. I think there might be even more.
Well, I think we both have what's called type 3,
Right.
which means you're short-statured and have kind of a barrel chest and very brittle bones.
Mm-hmm. And I think that Anicee has a similar type.
Okay. OI affects me on a daily basis because I break a lot, and that's not normal. And so, I can't really do a lot of things. I like to paint a lot. I can just express my feelings through my art. I just feel really happy and peaceful. You do wish that you were a walker. And I guess I just wish that a lot too. But I'm happy about who I am.
Anicee was adopted by Lisa and Chris when she was 7 years old from her birth country, Belize.
When Chris and I got married, we always kind of knew that we wanted to adopt a little girl that had OI, so that we can share some of our experience and knowledge with that child and make it maybe easier for them. The process is very long, a lot of paperwork, of course. And finally they said, you can come down and meet Anicee. Drove straight to see her, and she was sitting outside her little dormitory in the children's home, and she was sitting there in her stroller with her bag packed, and it was sitting right next to her. And it was just an incredible moment, because I'd always wanted to be a mother, and we'd always wanted to be parents, and Chris and I knew at that second that was our daughter, and it was totally meant to be that way. And again, in our living room, these are 3 paintings that Anicee did. The elephant over there is beautiful, one of my favorites, and the giraffe. And here is in Miami. We waited 2.5 years to adopt Anicee. It's the greatest thing that in our life, of course, that we've ever done. And we share a special bond because we're a family, because we love each other, but also because we all 3 have OI.
Oh, we're watching.
Mm-hmm. And we go through the same thing. We know exactly what it's like when something happens or the fears that are associated with it. And that is extremely important and comforting at the same time.
Oh my God, I know. Jeez.
Married for 11 years, Chris and Lisa have known each other since they were babies.
So we have known each other since Chris was born, because I'm a little bit older than he is. And
Cougar.
he moved away, and we kind of lost contact for a while. And then about 12 or 13 years ago, 12 years ago, we contacted each other again online and started talking and fell in love. And eventually, Chris moved out here to be with me in Colorado.
I attend a normal public high school, just like any normal person, and nobody sees me differently, and everybody loves to help me out, and I think that's amazing.
I could do that over like roasted vegetables, like roasted carrots and stuff.
That would be really good.
Yeah. Our disability has opened up many doors for us. Anicee was an ambassador to Children's Hospital, and she painted a painting for them to auction off at their gala. And that night we all went, and we were sitting at the gala, and they started the bidding for her painting, and it went for $50,000 that night. She raised $50,000, and then the auctioneer said, "Is there anyone that will match that for her to do a second painting?" And someone raised their hand. Makes me cry. And that is the one that sold, one of the ones that sold at Children's Hospital for $50,000. That's just a print, of course. As much as we are proud of those big moments, we're proud of the little things too. For instance, Anicee went to prom last week, and she was nervous about it, and she was nervous because she was going to be the only girl there that was different, that was using a chair. But she didn't let it stop her, and she had a great time. And those things.
And neither Lisa and I went to prom when
Right.
we were young. It was not.
Yeah, it was. She just had so much more confidence,
Yeah, we
and
weren't
we're
that
so proud of
confident.
her.
Yay! Thank you. Good girl.
Anicee's getting where she doesn't break as much either.
I'm pretty much just as strong as you, with both hands.
Oh my gosh, that's so not true. But we're gonna go with that for now.
We're gonna do arm wrestle.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can imagine life without it. I think it's just been a part of me for so long. It's hard to imagine what it would be like. Maybe when I was younger, I used to dream or think about what it would be like to walk or to have the average experiences or typical experiences. But now, I mean, I wouldn't trade it because there are so many wonderful things that have happened. Chris is in my life. Anicee is in my life. And of course, those two things I would never trade.
Yeah, my parents, they always say, just be yourself. Be your funny self. And don't let people get in the way of who you are.
This is our life. This is what we have. We have to make the best of it and think about all the positive stuff, because there's a lot of positive stuff.